this guy's garage. Like and subscribe.
It's been over 50 days since the environment ministers, we've been waiting for the environment minister to submit his expenses from Dubai. I don't know if you've heard anything yet?
Was that a motion?
No.
Okay, expenses from Dubai, I have not heard anything, but there's staff here, so I think we've taken note.
Requested it. And he said he would submit it during testimony.
I'll leave it to his staff to follow up.
Okay, thank you. I just like, when I get the floor, I'd like to speak.
Oh, okay. Mr. Leslie now?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Mr. Leslie.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And I would actually like to start by moving the motion that I was put on notice on Friday to immediately invite Minister Guilbeault to the...
Mr. Chair, I'd like to speak on that first, please, because I had my mic on before you did.
Oh, yeah, I was talking to him.
Okay, we're just going to break here. Witnesses, please just hold on. Said you wanted to speak when your turn came up? Like.
I want to speak to what Mr. Leslie has to say.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I had the floor.
Pardon?
You can't do that before he runs the motion.
He was speaking. He
It was
said it.
before he started speaking, but I'm going to check on that just a second. Leslie, Mr. Mazier. Yes.
Just, are you saying Mr. Mazier spoke before him and then he's going to?
No, we're going to, what happened was Mr. Mazier raised his hand right away and said he wanted to speak, and then when his turn came up, basically, and it was a bit of a strange formulation of the issue, but
Point of order, Mr. Chair.
yes,
Reluctantly, I'm going to challenge you.
okay,
The convention is not that you can say on the rare occasion that there might be a motion. Hypothetically, I'd like to speak to it first. I turn my mic on as Mr. Leslie, as they have been doing on every meeting, said that he was running a motion that was prior to Mr. Mazer's saying that he would like to speak on it, subsequent to Mr. Leslie's. So I'm challenging you, and
Okay.
that should go to a vote.
okay, so can we do the vote?
So the question is, shall the decision of the chair be sustained? Mr. Ali?
Nope.
Madame Chatel? And Mr. Longfield?
No.
Ms. Taylor-Roy?
No.
Mr. Van Koeverden?
No.
Mr. Leipert?
Yes.
Mr. Cram?
Yes.
Mr. Leslie?
Yes.
Mr. Mazer?
Yes.
Mrs. Small?
No.
And Ms. Collins?
No.
Okay, so we'll go to Mr. Leslie, then Mr. Van Koeverden, and then Mr. Mazier, I guess.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would like to start by moving the motion that I put on notice on Friday to immediately invite Minister Guilbeault to this committee to determine if there was a breach of our parliamentary privilege. And before my Liberal colleagues bemoan the fact that conservatives raise issues that you don't like, let me state that there is plenty of evidence to suggest that the Minister of the Environment either misled this committee or is hiding the names of senators who he personally lobbied to gut Bill C-234. And I would say, regardless of your partisan stripe, it is incumbent to us as MPs to safeguard our privileges that have been fought for and must be defended as part of our Westminster tradition. It is essential that we have proper functioning of this institution and that we be given timely access and accurate information from ministers when requested by a committee. And we know that he has faced considerable pressure to gut Bill C-234, and he even put his own reputation on the line by stating, and I quote, "As long as I am the Environment Minister, there will be no more exemptions to carbon pricing," end quote. And this is, of course, in the aftermath of a decision to lift the carbon tax on home heating oil for 3% of Canadians. He had the motive to do everything in his power to stop our Conservative-led bill that was supported across partisan lines in the House of Commons, the duly elected House of Commons, on this bill to exempt farmers from the carbon tax. And there is no question to me that Minister Guilbeault has misled this committee. And without the minister's appearance to answer questions, it is impossible for the committee to determine if he has shown contempt before this committee. And on the face of it, it clearly appears that he did, which should trouble every member here regardless of your political stripe. The question is whether he intended to do so. And while I know certain members across the way enjoy running, I implore them not to run away from this matter. Because if they do, I think it will speak volumes of how deep the rot has got in this government. It is time for an investigation, Mr. Speaker. I encourage all of my colleagues of all political stripes to support the motion to bring the minister to clarify whether or not he misled this committee.
We'll go to Mr. Vancouver then.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. You guys have phones. You guys have the ability to make a video. Do it on your own time. This is pathetic. And when the minister met with senators, I guarantee there was no bullying or harassment. But when Don Plett met with senators
Point of
who
order,
he
Mr.
disagreed
Chair.
with,
Yes,
Maybe you'll let me know if this is a point of order or not. Just wanted to make sure that my Liberal colleagues know that if they want my vote to adjourn debate, they should probably adjourn debate.
it's not a point of order, but I'm sure they're listening.
thank you, Ms. Collins. I move to adjourn debate on this ridiculous motion.
Okay, so we'll do the vote. Pardon? Well, we have to vote, and then we're going to go to management and we'll check out.
So, motion to adjourn debate. Mr. Ali?
Yes.
Madame Chatel? Mr. Longfield?
Yes.
Ms. Taylor-Roy?
Yes, please.
Mr. Vancouverden?
Yes.
Mr. Lightbird?
No.
Mr. Cram?
Opposed.
Mr. Leslie?
Nope.
Mr. Mazer?
Opposed?
Mrs. Simall?
Wait.
Ms. Collins?
Yes.
Okay. So, thank you. We'll go now to
The devil's piss